If you liked Astro's Playground, then you will absolutely love Astro Bot. Not only do you have the same kind of features and mechanics as Astro's Playground, but they've just added so much more into this game. I can't put it down, and there is a good reason for it. Rather than them just having 4 different worlds within the console, you now have galaxies that you can travel to in order to get people back that you've lost at the start of the game. Each one of these galaxies has several levels within it, as well as bonus levels that you can find within space. To unlock them, you just have to travel into them or like hit into like a comet, for example, and there's a whole new bonus level that just appears. You can also find portals within levels that you play, which will unlock a whole new portal, essentially like a mysterious portal, like a lost galaxy that allows you to play a lot of different levels on that, as well as basically their bonus levels. So from the start of the game, your ship crashes and you lose a lot of people, and the whole point of this game is to go through these galaxies to each level and find every single person that's been lost. Some of them are out in the open and easy to find, some of them are hidden and you have to kind of look for them. There are different mechanics on each level which will give you the ability to use a certain type of a collectible, essentially, in order to get through that level. For example, there is one where you get these hands that allow you to climb up bananas. If you've played Astro's Playground, you'll know what this is, but generally speaking, this is not a mechanic it's not a whole level, basically, where you just climb up using the bananas. It's a mechanic that you can use as part of a level instead. So instead of them creating a whole level based on one thing, they've added that into current levels and given you the ability to use this thing to progress through the level. But the game itself doesn't encompass just that mechanic on that level like the first game did. Every level obviously has hidden Easter eggs and hidden things that you can find, and if you played Astro's Playground more recently and you actually collected the 4 extra bots that have been added into the game, when you get back to the main homeworld section where your ship is, you can find them within the game world, and as long as you've got enough people, you can lift the rocks to rescue them. This gives you 4 extra characters at the beginning of the game that you wouldn't have had otherwise. And that brings me to the homeworld area where you're actually situated for most of the game, where you go back and your people go back to. There are hidden things in this area as well, and things that you can unlock by collecting puzzle pieces to, for example, have a clothes changer where you can change the look of Astro. There are also puzzle pieces hidden around here, and when you collect certain characters, there are things you can get. You'll unlock certain things for this as you play through the game, and when you use the gacha machine, you can actually unlock things for this world that add to it, which can also allow you to get puzzles. There are things around this world where you have to have a certain amount of bots in order to do something, and when you do get through a certain galaxy, you will unlock a whole new section of it which you can explore. Again, these places will have certain requirements essentially for the bots that you need in order to do something. So in order to get through this game fully and unlock everything, you're going to have to find every bot, because I would assume that at the end of it, you'll have to have all of the bots available in order to actually unlock some other things later on in the game. This game is a really fun and interesting game. I've enjoyed it thoroughly and I keep wanting to go back onto it and play it. Sometimes you will find bots within the levels, sometimes you won't, sometimes you'll have to go back and replay them, and you can actually replay levels and find extra little things once you've replayed them, which is something I noticed when I played through it, which just adds to the layers of the game and makes you want to replay levels. Overall, it's 100% better than Astro's Playground. There's a lot more levels and stages to play. There's bonus levels you can find. There's a hidden galaxy that you can just explore and essentially go through. And once you've got past levels in the game, you'll come up to the very end of it where you'll go up against a boss, and there is a boss battle for every galaxy. But that doesn't end it there. When you go against this boss, you'll unlock another level afterwards with a special mechanic within it. The first one that you do, for example, you play Ape Escape and you essentially become the character and have to go around finding apes. So the game is not just a rinse and repeat, do the same thing over and over again, and it's definitely not repetitive. But if you've either played Astro's Playground and you played Astro Bot and you're not necessarily interested in this type of game, then check out my video on Agent Brain Tricky Puzzles, which is a puzzle game that really makes you think outside the box. Other than that, thank you for watching my video. I've been Lycan from Green Lycan Reviews, and I'll see you in the next one.